All right, here we go. I am back, everyone. Back to keep working on this Titanic. Last time we were here, we did a little bit with the fourth funnel. I don't know why it's pausing on its own. Okay, so we're gonna go back here. Just gonna kind of make sure everything looks good. We had our fan room, deck games. That is all correct. Now, turbine engine casing has something to do with this deck. Maybe not. That's right. We were in the fourth funnel, so I think it should matter. And everything's very candid. I'm kind of just doing this free-handed, using the blueprints. A lot of trial and error will be involved with this. We're gonna go over to this building here. All right, let's see what we got here. We got tank room. The door to the tank room, there's one window, and it's in the middle, right here. Go ahead and we'll put there. That out, and we're also going to need to get our door. Window there. The door is going to go. There's two doors on this side. One looks like it's right next to a window. And it looks like it's about a third of the way. So let's get it like this. Let's get rid of this window right here. Let's put the door here. Means the inside wall, according to my notes, inside wall is going to be here. Yep, that looks good. Okay. Then window there, or there, that's good. And then there's only one more window, and it looks like it's on this side. That's about what we're dealing with. All right, cool. One here, and how far does this go? It looks like it goes a third of the way. So how long is this whole area? Three blocks. So we're looking at about 8. It's like 30%, so probably 7. So the 7th block in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably right here. And then same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right there. And the reciprocating engine casing, this whole area in between this from here and here, we'll just this whole area that I'm encasing, according to what I have, is completely empty. Reciprocating engine casing. That's what I'm seeing it's called. Matter of fact, let me just go to the next deck real quick. My screen sharing is paused, but I'm still recording. That's okay. Blueprints, deck plans. A deck looks like. Yes. Yep, that is correct. Okay. So the whole area is basically open. So you know what I'm gonna do? Oh, I that off, right? Yeah, okay. It's closed off. Triple this in height. I just went down one deck below to see if there was anything underneath this area, and there isn't. So that tells me that when I go down to do the next deck, A deck, these corners right here that I'm filling in with glowstone are just placeholders. So that way, when I'm going down to do A deck, I can see and map out properly, okay, this is where the turbine engine casing is. It's here, and then it ends here. That's where it is. Now, it's not going to be absolutely perfect. There's going to be room for error because this is Titanic, Minecraft after all, so you got to be always wary of that. That's the case here. So, but this is not going to be here, but we're going to exit out of it anyways. We're going to go back over to this side. We're going to enter this room. Okay. Now we are going to close this room off. And we're going to use some glowstone. We'll get this place up. That window there is fine. It's supposed to be right in the middle. This is a tank room. It's kind of the printout that I have with the deck plans is it was kind of blurry. So I'm just going to go to the original one real quick just to make sure that I'm reading it right. Tank room. So it is called hot salt water, and it looks like there's a fan. Okay. So there's a pool of hot salt water, and it looks like there's a fan. So the pool of hot salt water we're gonna put just like that. And then we're gonna grab a bucket of water. Used for something, I'm not entirely sure. But there, that is hot salt water in the tank room. We're gonna move this glowstone over to this corner so we can build. Looks to be another fan. I used black stone wall. Replace that now. Was it wool? What did I use? Oh, it was it was this. Okay. The chiseled. And I also used cobblestone wall. It's honestly a really shitty design, but I mean, the idea of it is for it to look just fancy. Like it's meant to look like something unique. In this case, that is a fan. So deal with it. That's what it looks like. And there is our hot water, our hot salt water. This room is called the tank room. So up here, and we'll just call this tank room. And that is great. Okay, so this next room over here, it looks like it's an employee engine smoking room. Right here. Okay. Window there, window there. So this is like a break room, if you will. Let's put some glowstone here. How did I do that? We'll put some glowstone there. Another one there. That one is going to be crazy, so we'll just kind of get rid of it. Okay. Now, how did I do this? get creative here. These are employee stairs. They're not meant to be fancy in any kind of way. So we're going to use dark oak stairs. And we're going to use also signs. Okay. So look like there. We have chair here. And then we have, I don't think I can put a sign here, can I? Oh. It'll be fine. It'll be a good deal. There is another a little bit of a break. So we'll put one on this side as well. And there is a table with some chairs. Oh, no sign. I want a sign. Table with some chairs as well. So we'll just go ahead. That. And we'll use warped planks. And that'll be a nice little table. No one's gonna really be sitting down or anything. And then we also have, it looks like there's a couple of sinks over here. So we're gonna, what's it called? Sink. Hopper. Here. Engine smoking room. This is what we got. So it's like a display break room. Basically what we got there. And we call this engine smoking room. Now we have two windows over here. That is fine. That, no windows there. Don't need this door. Don't need this window either. There's one window on this, and it's literally right here in that spot. There's one door on the other side, and it leads to what it looks like a bigger tank room. The door is going to be here. The door is going to be, there's no windows. It is a barren room. The door looks like it's about right. Door down. This is called tank room. I just want to make sure everything is on. Remember one time I completely screwed a room up. I made the whole thing backwards and I got really pissed off with my. All right, so we're in here. There's only one window. So you know what? We'll go ahead and close this off. There. And No glowstone there because it looks like there's a fan that's gonna go there. This actually. Fan. Necessarily fan. It kind of looks like it's a little different in design. So we have freshwater tanks. So there is a whole area here that's literally just called freshwater tanks. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get out. Not gonna use quartz. I'm gonna get a little fancier than that. Hmm. Oh, polished black. So this takes up this much of the room. Freshwater tanks. And let's fill this whole thing with water. Let's see how this turns out. And I'm gonna need probably another layer. Go up one more layer. I have a better idea. Yeah, there we go. That's what. Modern problems require modern solutions. We're gonna get our light gray wool back. Replace that. We don't need that anymore. And is great. We also have another little pool of hot salt water. So we are gonna get our quartz back out for that. Quartz block of quartz. And it's a little smaller, so we'll go with that. It's great. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cover this with a slab of something. Smooth stone, that'll do. And we'll just cover that up like so. Okay, so there is a hot water tank, freshwater tanks. We'll leave that as is, and there's also what looks to be a couple of hoppers on this side. Looks like we got 4, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So yeah, this looks to be this room. Now notice I'm not adding any carpet or anything in any of these rooms. A lot of these are employee rooms. Once I get down into the A deck, B deck, those areas of the ship, that's where almost every single room will have some kind of carpet in it, but these are boat deck rooms, so carpet wasn't really much of a thing on the boat deck. But this is the room we have so far. Another light source we can put right here. That's fine. So far, so good. And that about completes this whole building right here. From the employee break room on this side, the freshwater tanks on the other side. And you know what? Where can I go? Perfect. Okay, so we are good there. Moving on, we have looking at my notes here a little bit. At my note, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go back into the internet and just take a look at something. Back. Okay, so this area right here is going to be interesting. I'll tell you kind of what I mean. So we're gonna start with the outside. We're gonna use a block of quartz, and there is an entrance, the door. This door is actually gonna move. Door's gonna go here. Get my door. Door here. Okay. Now it looks like there's gonna be another door going right here. So we're adding something else back, and it's a set of stairs. And there are no windows here. I must wonder if the stairs, according to my blueprint, are on the outside of just the building here. So make this as little as possible. We're gonna get our oak stairs back out. I didn't think that was gonna work. I don't think you could put. Oh, I guess you can. Okay. Looks like it can only be from that side. So it would open out. I don't like that. Not a big fan of that. So that'll be okay. Instead, we're gonna go back. We're gonna grab our oak planks. Fill that back in. Lock the door, open the door, and our first stair is gonna be here. There. Grab our quartz. Here. There. Clear that out a little bit. Okay. Look at this. Quartz. This is what we're dealing with. And it comes down into that direction. That is fine. Can I go down that? Will it let me? Or will I hit my I'll hit my head. That looks good. Nice and simple. That's what I'm looking for. Down the stairs like so. Okay, so we have that situated. That's no problem. Now, we have a couple of more stairs that we're going to be adding in this general area. We have okay. It's like this area out here comes out there though. Is that right? Yeah, it is right. We have it's there. Deck chairs. Store busting this whole floor up, am I? Door's gonna go right here. And this is where they had deck chairs. And it was kind of a smaller room. But there was also check out, and give me 1 second, I'll be right back. It looks like they had some sliding doors, and I'll show you where. First things first, though, this can be here. And there's this. This is going to extend out to about here. Right? So the deck chairs, this is where they were stored. And they were stored in a room that was this big. Now, the boiler casing. This whole thing probably should be taken out. So let me just kind of guess. Is all going to be cleared. Because everything from the engine room needs to come up to the boiler. This is funnel 3 now that we are working with. Okay. So that is that. Now, what I'll do is I'll take my glowstone. I'll mark out far corners. Not go here. Here. This is just, again, so I know when I get down to A deck, the outline of the boiler. This deck will be filled in, no problem. Always. Two and three. And then 1, 2, 1. 1, 2. So this is the dimensions of the boiler. No, it is not. What am I missing here? See, trial and error. That's it. To tell you guys that a lot of this video would be trial and error, would be figuring this out alongside you guys. So that's good. Then I go to fill that back in. That gets filled in, and then this goes here. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Now we're getting symmetrical. That was the goal. I knew as soon as I backed up and I looked at it, I was like, yeah, no, this ain't it. This ain't it. Something is wrong here. How did I figure that out? And then we have 1, 2, 3. Fill that in, fill that in. Row it. Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Fill that in, get rid of that. Here. One, 2, 3, 2, 4. Okay, that is exactly what I'm going for. So now when I'm down here, I will know when I'm working on a deck how to line it all up. Okay, this is where the boiler is. So any rooms that I make down here on a deck need to be taken into consideration where this is, because this needs to be wide open space. That's called planning ahead. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to close this off. This is where the deck chairs were held. We have regular like chairs. No. So you know what? Let's just go with chest. It's kind of a cheesy idea, but deck chairs, right? Tell me how to. All right, so I guess we're gonna have to. Awful, but I mean, it's deck chair storage room. So, I mean, here's the storage, here's the chairs. And all of the rooms on the boat deck aren't necessarily meant to be all that impressive. Last but not least. We're good. So deck chairs, boom, there it is. We'll give it a little bit of light here and not there. Come on. There we go. Now, there was a sliding glass door over here. That's the kind of issue I was having. So, do we have anything remotely similar? I don't think we do. So, you know what? We're just going to use another door again. Again, Minecraft isn't that complex to where, you know, you can have sliding glass doors or anything. Door is going to go here. You go walk in here, and there is more stairs that will go down here. Now, this is where I am going to need to go down to A deck real quick to see where these stairs are supposed to pop out. So give me one more second. Huh. So, a lot of thinking. Feel free to skip ahead until I start building. Hmm. According to this should not be popping out here. So that is a small issue. Well, all of this is supposed to be, I believe, the smoking room. Right? Yeah. Give me one more second. Okay. All right. So I think we're good. Where did I pop in here from again? Right here. Apologize for that. So at my count, it looks like the stairs here are indeed gonna come out here. Go ahead and eliminate these windows. And I guess we're building down. It's just a one-way stair. It's not like a permanent staircase. Well, I don't, that's not the right word, but it's not like it goes down forever and ever. Like this is where the stairs end up. That's it. We will close that off. Fill this in. Not bad. That's gonna have to do. Stairs go down. That's okay. Goes down to the promenade deck. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it, I promise. It's just different adding on to Rich's original build. Another shout out, by the way, for Rich. None of this would be even remotely possible if I didn't use his blueprint. I'll put his link in the channel description below. So far, we're off to a good start. We've done the elevator shaft, everything in here, and now we are working here. This is where we're working right now. So we're gonna call this to a deck. Promenade. Deck chairs right here. We have that. That's everything on that side. On the other side. Okay. Window here. There's one door. It's like there's no window here in this area. We're gonna put a door here. Officer's mess. That's what this is saying it is. Like there's another sliding glass. Another sliding glass door, it looks like, over here. Deal with that later. We already worked with this boiler. So we have the deck casing right here. Come on, I don't know what I'm doing. This is where I wanted the door. Am I sure? Oh, this is just like can't read it. Hoist gear. So hoist gear. This is just a really, really small room right here. And this is, I guess, where they had hoist gear. Go ahead and we'll fill this in. Small room. Not even going to be worth having a window here. And just put a chest in there. I'm not going to load every single chest. That would be a little ridiculous. I know this is already ridiculous to begin with, the fact that I'm doing the entire interior of the Titanic, but I'm not that crazy. I'm crazy. Not that crazy. Okay, so that's that. Officer's mess is right here. Enter in here. Let's go to our block of quartz, and we're going to seal off the rest of this. Actually, what I'm going to do is I might just ignore these glass blocks altogether. might just open this whole thing up. Need to fill anything in? I will. No need for me to have all of this in. I will leave this glowstone here, though. We'll do the same with the one down at the bottom. That's A deck. But we'll worry about that later. Now, this small area right here is actually a pantry. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to order that off. We don't need the window. Actually, the pantry, it did have a small window, didn't it? We'll put a door here. And that is a pantry area. So let's go ahead and put best. Add anything to my, let's see, fruit. Let's see. Apples. Pearl. Apples, berries, carrots. What other food do they have here? Bread. You know what we'll do? We'll just stuff in the pantry, guys. Stuffing the pantry. Might be an easier way to do that. Glowstone, my quartz back. Quartz. Door. Officer's mess. This is the pantry. That's all it is. Officer's mess. The door was here. And there was no door here, and there weren't even any windows because there's another sliding glass door staircase that will go down on this end. So actually, I'm gonna move the door over one here. That way I can put that staircase in. Staircase starts right here. Make it symmetrical, put it there instead. Close that off. And we'll close this off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what, yeah. What's the verdict? Okay. So we're in the wall. We need to be out more. It's no issue. I was afraid of that, but you know what? It's no problem. That just means we have to extend this out one block. Wait, crap. Drive me nuts. Where does it come down? Deck. part of the same room, it looked like. All right, so bear with me as I sort this out. One staircase. That's all it was. Staircases are always the most difficult thing in this game. I can't build like inside because that's not where it was meant to go, because this room here, actually, you know what? This, okay, yeah, I think this might work. Yeah. Yeah, that actually should work. So we're gonna keep the door there. We're just gonna extend it in one. We'll double up this wall so it's not as, I know that makes room overall a little smaller, especially because I have to close this off, so it's only a 3x3. Well, I'll build this to about here. Staircases are very important, so sacrificing space for staircases, I actually prioritize. The staircases are everything. They are your connectors. They connect one deck to another, and if there's any issues with staircases, the whole project could be in a tizzy. Give it a glowstone, right? Light up the area, and we'll do the same thing over here. Still kind of light up the room without creating any extra blocks that don't need to be there. I mean, this makes sense too, because in this room it did kind of look like this. So that's right. Yeah, I think we figured it out. No, it's taken a little bit, but you know what? Oh well. Got a really fun project after I finish this room up. Which will be here any soon. We're gonna go ahead and use, what should we use for a table? Actually, we'll use some. Okay, it's a little more open. Actually, screw the scaffolding. I have a better idea. Dark oak fence. With white carpet. And then we'll go one more. Won't be an issue, will it? How will that look? That actually looks fine. And then we'll have seats on the sides. So we'll go dark oak stairs, replace that, go to my sign. Fine. I guess it doesn't really matter what I replace. This way, I'll be able to add the sign on all sides. Look at that teamwork, guys. I didn't say this was going to be this wasn't going to be time consuming. I'm guessing this is going to be like at least $100 to $200. I'm tired already. A 200-hour job at least. This is going to take a long time. So bear with me on this. Mess. It looks like they had a little sink here. Go ahead and we'll just use the good old hot. We'll put that there. And this room has light. And we are looking good. All this officer's mess. And didn't have any windows. Now just making sure that we have our piece. Go ahead and close it. Visual. Good. We are solid. We have the staircase. Now, the funny thing is, if you go down here, you see what I'm talking about. You see a staircase here. This is the inside. So this is, I think, the smoking room. You see a staircase here. There's a staircase out here. This is from the, that's funny. Okay. And staircase over here. Staircases. I can't stress enough how important the staircases are. And now here's the kicker. This is where we are here. Look at how close we are to the grand staircase. That's the smoking room here. And then grand staircase is actually mark it. Let's see here. I want to guess. Based on my math, a little further. Yep. Here's the grand staircase. So we're going to get to a point. We do this. Well, this is still the boat. I was down on A deck. But yeah, the grand staircase is coming. I just finished this section here, right? Now, there's not really much going on here. This is A deck down. That's A deck. I'm still on the boat deck. So raised roof isn't really much of a thing. So let me think. The next project we have is still on the boat deck. We're going to skip over this whole section right here. We have the gymnasium, which is right here. This is where the gym is. And there's where the grand entrance is, the grand staircase. So The next project for the next video is going to be the gym, which I'm going to try to make look as nice as possible. That'll be a fun one. Then, I have to do the boiler room engine casing as well. I have to do that with the second funnel. And then it's grand staircase, guys. And then the front of the ship is literally just over here. We are almost done with the boat deck. Boat deck's the easiest deck to do, so it's not really that big of a deal. What am I doing? Why am I adding all this bedrock? So far, so good. All I have for this video. Please subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video.